In this episode, we're going to talk all about how to make passive income. This is part 3.
Welcome to Thriving Launch with Louise Congdon and Kamala Chambers, the show for heart-centered entrepreneurs who want it all.
5 days a week, we bring you different segments to inspire you to live a life of freedom. We interview the leading experts in the field of business, health, and love. Be sure to check out Training Tuesdays, where we give you a clear action plan to grow your own business. Maybe you can relate to this. When I was a full-time coach, keep repeating the same things to people over and over and over again, and it got to be kind of draining, and I wasn't really enjoying what I was doing anymore. So what I decided to do was record the things that I had to tell clients over and over and over again, and then I packaged those recordings together and sold them as an online course. If you're interested in creating and selling your own online course, head over to thrivinglaunch.com, and I have a free training for you on how to create and make passive income through your own online course. In this episode, we're going to continue our discussion on how to make passive income. This is part 3. So in this episode, I really want to dive into creating an offer. Now, we've talked about an overview of how to create passive income in part 1. In part 2, we talked about really getting to know your audience. In this one, I want to talk about how to create your own online course. And this is something, there's other things that you can offer online to make passive income, but online courses is definitely the number one way that Louise and I use to make passive income, and that we encourage other people to use, because what an online course does is it really positions you as an expert. So in the last episode, we talked about getting to know your audience, right? We talked about that one thing that you can offer that no one else can. So when you go to create an online course, you want to create something that is going to solve that one specific problem that you as a business owner solve, right? And then you're going to take those survey results, because we talked about putting out the questions to your audience. What is the biggest struggle they're going through, right? Once you get those back, you can look at what are the top results that came back in. And you can actually take those top results and create modules for your online course. So maybe your online course becomes like a 6-part training or a 4-part training. And all you have to do is take the top results that you got from your survey and put those as modules. So once you have your modules, you basically have an outline. Then you can go in and you can record yourself talking about each of those topics that help someone solve that main problem. An example of this is weight loss coach, and your expert is in helping people lose more weight. And the problems that people had when they answered your survey is that they couldn't keep the weight off. They felt sluggish and low energy. They're not able to sleep at night. So then your module 1 is how to lose the weight and keep it off. Module 2 would be how to boost your energy and feel more alive. And module 3 would be how to sleep deeply through the night and feel energized all day long. Something like that. So that'll just give you like an example. So you're creating something that is directly what your audience has asked for. It is the exact thing that they've said they wanted. And you can record yourself saying and teaching about these topics in many different ways. You could do something like an audio recording where you're just sitting down and talking about the topic. You can do videos, which can take a little bit more work than audio, but you can record yourself talking in front of a camera, or you can have a voiceover with graphics overlaid over a video, which is a little bit easier potentially. You could do workbooks where there's like PDF fill in the blank where you have questions and you help people walk them through the process. You could send them MP3s, you could send them CDs, you could send actual physical books, whatever's going to help get them to the result that they have asked for. Now, there's a lot that goes in to creating an online course, but this is the gist of it. You look at what that one main problem is that you want to solve, and you look at the steps that it's going to take for your people to get to that result that they're looking for. And from there, you know you're creating something that people are excited about, that people will buy, and that you feel passionate and good about selling to other people. Now, in the next episode, we're going to talk about setting up automation, and this is going to be how to create passive income part 4. And it's going to be all about setting up the automation of it. So I look forward to diving in that with you next week. In the meantime, if you want a video training and a workbook that goes with this 5-part series on how to create passive income, go over to thrivinglaunchschool.com. You can get it there, and we'll make sure that you guys have access to the virtual classroom that goes with these recordings. Look forward to hearing all about your online course that you're going to create. You've been listening to the Thriving Launch podcast. For books and resources related to today's episode, make sure to head over to thrivinglaunch.com. We'll see you there.
On our next episode, we're going to be training you on content marketing, how to use it to drive traffic to your website, to prove and show that you're an authority, to get clients, and how it works for you to market yourself in a free and very profitable way.